Goo-goo!
We had Mr. Sandler on the show last night. He came out and started dancing at the top.
Whatever. Sandler who? That's what I say. Oh. He's an old friend and a confidant.
Yeah.
I miss him to death.
Yeah. You happy? Life
I came
good?
down and saw him last night. It was fun.
Yeah.
This is our little hangout. This is our home away from home.
Oh.
Come down here to Little Snownin. You know, they don't know that my first...
Is that my nickname, Snownin?
Snownin.
Oh.
It was for a little bit.
Yeah.
When I started Saturday night, you were a writer.
That's right.
And you took me in your wings. And you kind of carried me through the year. And I never got to thank you. And that's why I didn't get anything on, because they had good writers on.
I wrote a lot of crap that year, I remember.
No, you did, and I was telling everybody.
Now, you're a single guy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay? And you have a hit show. You have a hit show. It's got to be, I know you're out there. You're living the life. You're with the supermodels.
Oh?
You're with the Uber models. You're with the ultra models. Do you ever think, I just want to settle down, I want to have kids?
Conan, I know that deep down I know I want to have a nanny. And so to have a nanny, yeah, I'll probably have some kids. And then for sure you get a nanny. It's the best way.
You'll work your way around, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But no, it's tough because, you know, you date, like, if you date now and then, because I'm single, there's really no story in it, you know, so, because I'm a single guy. So I date here and there, and then the problem is if you date, like, a girl and then another one, like, a couple weeks later or whatever, you know, no big deal. There's nothing bad going on. But you kind of mix up their stories because, you know, they all tell you the whole story about their life.
Right.
And you kind of, sometimes you don't listen totally. And then, and then it's kind of like, and then, so then dinner a couple, then you like crisscross a few times so you forget the backstory. And then they tell you something. You have to commit one way or the other. So you just act either really sad or you just pick one and I go, hey. I go, hey, did your sister have fun last night? She goes, she had chemotherapy. And I go, oh, yeah, but don't they give you, like, lollipops and stuff?
You're a charming guy, I forgot.
I know, I just, you know, I committed it, though.
You're from, you know, we used to talk about this back in the day. You're from Phoenix.
Yeah.
That's where you're from. You love it there. Do you go back there much, try and get away from show business?
I do. I try to, but, you know, showbiz kind of creeps into, it's kind of everywhere now because of all, you know, all the ways you can get at the internet and all that. So I live in, like, kind of secluded area, and there's this old German woman that lives next to me, and she's really sweet, and she has a garden. And so when I meet her, she's like the last person, but she's like kind of a secret fan, but she's just a huge bluffer. So the first time I move in, she goes, I'm your neighbor. I have a garden and I'm German. I don't know. They say you're famous. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't. I go, no, that's okay. She goes, but I don't know the T, the V with the letters. I don't understand. I hope you're as good as a neighbor as you are as famous. I go, okay, great. Right? So then the next time I come in town, she goes, a friend told me you were on the TV with the images on the screen. I don't know because I'm not. I have my roses and the lilies, and I don't, so I wouldn't know. She's weird. I don't know. And I go, great, but that's good for you if that's something you. And I go, great. So the next time I come in, she's like, hey, Conan is on Laserdisc. I go, what? Yeah, Felicity started big, then it hit a wall. I go, oh no, you're secretly show busy. Yeah, Fraser's dropping in the key demos. I go, no, Bila, my flowers. She forgets and goes,
my sweet rose.
The thorns poke me.
I like her. Bring her along next time.
I go, remember you don't know anything about showbiz. Oh, I forgot.
And what's this I'm reading? I'm reading the paper that you performed with Beck. That was something I was thinking, doing what? Did you do comedy just before Beck came out? What was the idea here?
Yeah. We did a...
you opened for Beck.
Okay, I'll tell it. I went to...
You began the show, and then Beck came out.
I was there, and Beck and I were like, we're two little dirtballs. It's like Parent Trap when we hang out together, you know? We're like twins. So we look like two little gas station attendants. Except one of us is really smart, and one of us is me. So I opened for him as this environmental gig. It's all charity. And so I go out and do my act, and then, while Devo was on, it was all for these computer kind of nerdy people. So Devo.
A benefit for computer people?
I'm not sure.
It wasn't a benefit, was it?
I don't know what story I'm telling. So
you got paid a lot of money, probably.
Yeah, I don't know. So I go. Something got cured that night. So I go. I talk to Beck, and he's got like this big case with it's like a clown suit. He's getting his whole band ready because he's a little eccentric, but he's really good. So he's like, you wear the green hair, you wear the hula skirt. So he's getting his band ready, and then he goes, you want to go on me? And I go, yeah. So he goes, all right, welder glasses. He was really specific. White gloves, crooked visor. I go, cool, heavy. And he goes, if you don't wear the crooked visor, don't come out. I go, all right. So he does Electric Avenue, and he wants me to break dance with him. So he does Electric Avenue, and then he goes like this. So I come out. And then he puts on a deer head and does it. Oh, we wowed him.
And the two of you at the same time? That would be cool.
Yeah, we were like pop, lock, electric boogaloo. And so it was total blast. And then all the nerds in the audience were like, and then they got home. They couldn't wait to log on. Beck is with David Spade. Doop, doop, doop. Ching.com. Ching. Don't. Ching. Meep, mop, numbers.
You don't have to do that on a computer.
I don't know. I have an old typewriter computer.
That's one crappy computer. People don't know this. A couple of months ago, I never hang out with celebrities. I have no celebrity friends. But you're in town, and I bump into you somewhere, and I end up eating dinner with you and your dad.
Oh, yeah.
Who I hung out with for a bit. Pee-wee is his name.
Oh, yeah. Do
you not want me to say that?
No, he goes by that. He doesn't want to.
But he was a real character. He was very opinionated. I remember that
Yeah,
night.
you know what's funny is my dad came out for the NBC affiliate or announcements of the new shows, and so he goes, "Hey, I just want to tag along," you know, because they've been divorced a while, so we're just buddies. We hang out now.
Right.
And he's totally like, he's kind of into the showbiz thing. So he goes, I'm just your dad. I'll hang out. So I had to leave, and he goes, I'll run back and kind of hang in for you at the party. Be your eyes and ears. So I go, all right. That doesn't sound like a good idea, but go ahead. So he goes, and so he's sitting there with all these showbiz people, and he goes, I had a few knocks, Davey, at that point. I had a few whacks. So he's, of course, because he's drunk all the time. So he goes,
always nice to throw that in about Dad.
He had a few cordials. So he's in there, and he goes, they were all blah, blah showbiz. So I decided they wanted to hear the everyman's perspective. I go, no one wants to hear your opinion. So he goes, so he's there with my producer of Just Shoot Me and some other people, and he chimes in with, Nathan Lane had to come out and do a little stand-up comedy thing to talk about his show, and he goes, saw Nathan Lane's comedy bit, pretty good.
Who did he say this to?
He said,
bunch of NBC people?
Yeah, and then my producer goes, you know Bill Squankmeyer, the producer of the Nathan Lane show? And he goes, hey, you didn't let me finish? But the stand-up was not where it could be, but the show clips were big buzz where I was. Looks like a sure hit. So he's backpedaling all the way, and they're like, no, Mr. Pee-wee, you've really said the wrong thing. Hey, Davey, I think I fixed it, though.
How do you finish from that? You didn't let me finish.
Complete with eyes crossed.
It's going to come back around in a minute.
Hey, woo, it's like the Dow.
So, you're hosting Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
Tomorrow?
It's going to be fun. It's scary. That's why I'm like half makeup, and they're beating me up. I'm in the trenches down there.
Really?
I mean, like 13 things. It's ridiculous. I give 80% to every one of them. You know how I am, buddy.
That sounds like a killer show.
Yeah, I'm doing the Caveman Afraid of Caves. It's a great sketch. One joke, do it for 12 minutes. Pilot Afraid of Flying. Anytime you do a sketch now, they might make it into a movie, so you have to sign a document before you perform it. How much you'll make for the sequel, all that stuff. So once it's quick. You got a lawyer, you get an affidavit there, you get a notary, kunk, you're in the sketch. So hopefully.
So you've really jazzed everybody up about this show. They'll be checking that out.
No, it's gonna be fun. It's me. Got some surprise guests. Boop boop. Who knows? And I don't know.
That's all they wanted to hear. I'd watch a show that has some boop boop in it. Just Shoot Me, of course, Tuesdays at 9:00 p.m. Congratulations on that.
Thanks, Conan.
Becoming a big star and all. And hosting Saturday Night Live this week with musical guest Eagle-Eyed Cherry. Kids love Eagle-Eyed Cherry.
Yes, they do.
David Spade, everybody. Fred Savage coming up. We'll be right back.